All right, it is 10:21 on Thursday when we're finally getting out. Just leaving my aunt's house in eastern Tennessee. We're heading to Memphis today, baby. You know, one of the most important things for me in doing all of this, and I mean a big chunk of the reason I dropped out of college, I don't believe we're meant to have a job or a career or anything like that. In fact, I think the idea of a career is asinine to the human experience itself. You know, we often talk about, oh, well, this is the human experience, having happiness, having pain, having this, that, the other. Well, I think I truly believe that the one purpose of the human experience, your purpose on earth, is to create beautiful things and to experience things, both the good and the bad. When you have a career, when you're just doing shit for money, that's the biggest thing, is when you're doing stuff for money, when you don't have a reason, when you're not building something, when you're not experiencing something. For example, I'm going to drive. I'm driving from Louden to Memphis to McKinney, Texas. I'm going to go experience. I'm going to go see Graceland. I'm going to go see the JFK Museum. I'm going to have all these really, really cool experiences. So what that they don't cost me money? So what that they don't make me money? So what that they cost me money? What the fuck is the point of of your life if you are not creating things or experiencing things? And so that's really the purpose of this. I'm here to show y'all that you're here to do two things: create and experience. And everything else is bullshit, and it strips you of your divine creativity and this divine power, the individual sovereignty that each of us are given as God's creation. Anyways, with that said, I set off for Memphis. I wanted to make it to the Peabody Hotel in time to see the Ducks March at 5 p.m. They do it every day. So I ate a quick breakfast on the road and kept driving. Tennessee is absolutely beautiful. It's probably one of my favorite states to drive, especially in the springtime. I realize a lot of people haven't been on a road trip at all, let alone a road trip with yours truly. Oh, that's so sad. Road trips are such a vibe.
Some of y'all never been down south too much.
It shows.
I'm gonna tell you a little story so that you'll understand what I'm talking about. Down there we have a plant that grows out in the woods and the fields.
What's it look like, Elvis?
And it looks something like a turnip green.
What do you call it?
Everybody calls it poke salad.
You said what?
That's poke salad. Used to know a girl lived down
on the way to Memphis right now. Just in case you didn't know, Memphis is the alleged final resting place of the king of rock and roll himself. So what does that mean? That means one thing. We're only listening to Elvis today, baby. Step on my blue suede shoe. Lay off of my blue suede shoe.
Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on the chain gang.
A couple hours driving past Nashville and I was in Memphis. I drove across the Mississippi into West Memphis, Arkansas to check into my hotel before coming back to see the city.
You're now driving back across the Mississippi River back into Memphis, Tennessee. Gonna go to the Peabody Hotel. I'll have to change my shirt, make myself look presentable. And then after that, we're gonna get barbecue. And then we go to the 9th largest pyramid in the world. Made it to Memphis. Finally got our parking spot on the way to the Peabody Hotel. AutoZone Park. I don't know if that's baseball. I'm gonna assume that's their baseball stadium. Oh, this is pretty sweet. I'm real excited for Rendezvous. That's something I haven't had Rendezvous since I was 9 years old, and I can still remember how that barbecue tastes. Oh, yep. Had to get the full costume change, put on the nice shoes. I gotta be presentable, you know? Welcome to the Peabody. It's very quiet in here. So this is where, when I was 9 years old, I played that exact piano right there, and I have a picture. This is where the ducks come through. They parade them off the roof. Here's the tradition of the ducks in the fountain. And there they are, the stars of the show. The ducks themselves. Just chilling. Not a bad life. Be a duck in a hospitality. Chill up on the roof all day. Not a bad life at all.
An experience uniquely yours as a guest at your Peabody. Preparing to return to their penthouse on for the night. Ladies and gentlemen, the march of the world-famous Peabody Ducks.
All right, here we go, y'all. Marching time. And we got a lot of first-timers here. My friend came back to visit me again. We got a whole elementary school group over here. Good to see y'all. And everybody in class can see another day of life. Let's make it good one, Dougie. Let's do it, y'all. Lucy, you ready? Right behind me, my friend. Let's do it. Oh, Dougie's out of the mountain. Oh, Dougie's out of the mountain.
Oh, wow. They said no flashes. We're going to bed.
That step in front of you means you're pretty awesome. Soak that moment in. Some about the day. Confirmation right there. Look at that. It's perfect. You're welcome. Dougie, here we go. Good side, next step. Good side, y'all. Good side. Just look at these smiles down there about the red card. And Lucy, you'll be all over TikTok today, Lucy. Yeah, it's about to be real for you.
Oh, wow.
This is right here, it's a broken arrow. Here's the broken arrow. Right, see if you get yourself
That was dope. So the story with the ducks in the Peabody is, in the 1930s, some guys, the manager and his friend, they went out to go hunting over in Arkansas, which is just across the Mississippi River. And back then, live duck decoys were legal in Arkansas. And so these guys get drunk and they decide I guess they didn't get anything or whatever, but they decide that they're gonna they're gonna bring their ducks and let them go in the fountain. And for 7 years, the ducks just lived in that fountain until they got a new bellboy who used to be an animal trainer for Barnum and Bailey's circus. Now, what he did was he said, I can train the ducks to walk across the lobby, get in the elevator, ride it all the way up to the roof, and then march across the roof into their pens. Then he trained them to do that and trained them to walk down. And that's the story with the Peabody Hotel and the ducks. Now I'm off to Rendezvous. I'm gonna get some good grub. Shit. I'll catch y'all later. This is the Peabody Hotel from the outside. Just across the street from the Peabody Hotel, there is one of the greatest barbecue spots of all time. This is where we eat. Rendezvous. Welcome to the Rendezvous.
Me decías que esta música no era para escuchar todo el día y te quedabas sentada haciendo nada. Me veías, te reías, no
I'm gonna tuck this camera kind of to the side because it's not like, I'm not here to film, I'm here to experience, and I'm creating a cool video on the side. I really like this restaurant. It's chill, it feels very chill. It's an experience, you know. It's not, I'm not going, you're going here to experience the food and experience the atmosphere as well as the, you know, you want good atmosphere, good food. If I just want to eat steak, if I just want to eat meat, I'll go to McDonald's. Go to a fucking, no, I wouldn't go to McDonald's, but you get the idea. Oh well. I'm gonna get me a small little rib. Here it is, nice and quick. Looks fantastic. Oh my God. Amazing. Oh my goodness, it's so good. That is really, really good. Let me show you. That is big. Small. Fantastic. That's funny. I knew I was gonna spill. It's all good. I have to wash the shirt. But isn't that what you do when you wear it? You know, people look at you weird when you're filming your food. Oh, look how good this is, you know? But the way I see it, I'm trying to document an experience, not to flex, not to show how cool I am or what I have. Honestly, I'm just trying to get it more out there. I'm trying to show more experiences to people. Spark your brain. Maybe you see an experience that you want to have because of this trip, because I'm filming. Create an experience. And right now, I am experiencing some of the best ribs I have ever eaten. And I'm not a big barbecue guy, but this is fantastic. And 3 more to go. I'm just having the best time.
perdiendo la razón de escuchar solamente reggaetón, música sin sentimiento ni corazón. Te propongo tomar la decisión entre tú y yo, somos los dos, de escuchar este tema que me conmovió, porque yo no dejo de cantar esta canción.
I feel like I keep saying it. If you're ever in Memphis, check them out. Across from the Peabody Hotel down in Alley. World famous. Rendezvous. Have the jazz swing. And the red stone. Good night. Just excellent. Fantastic. I hammered those faster than I've ever eaten anything in my life, pretty much. Not a bad way to start the evening. Disembark after a 5-hour drive and go watch some ducks, and then good ass ribs. It's a good day. And that was the Rendezvous. One of the, oh man, I love that place so much. Just talking about it gives me a smile. All right, so we got Rendezvous done. We got Peabody done. Went back to a car. I spilt barbecue on my shirt, so I wanted to change back into the old one, get the jacket on, because we're going down Beale Street. And I can't go to the home of blues music not dripped out. All right, Beale Street, home of the blues. Statue's right there. We made it to the top of the street. We're gonna stroll down, see what music we can hear, see if we can get into see if maybe we can get into a bar, hear some live music. I really like blues. It's something I'd like to experience. About an hour walking around Beale Street, checking out the music joints. This is where blues music really got its start. There's a lot of super cool history, like B.B. King's place, one of the biggest legends of blues music. I walked up and down a couple times, just soaking in the atmosphere, standing outside a couple different bars and listening to the music. I like the sound of that. Tin Roof, a live music joint. Not being 21 is the dumbest thing ever. After Beale Street, I was off to the 9th largest pyramid in the world, which just so happens to be a Bass Pro Shop.
I left my home in Georgia.
We got a hotel here.
Headed for the Frisco Bay.
This thing's creamy.
I've had nothing to live for. It look like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same.
I wandered around Bass Pro for an hour or so, just killing time. Once I got bored, there was one last time back across the Mississippi, and I got to come out to this absolutely amazing sunset over the water to wrap up day number 1.
Just to make this dock my home, now I'm just gonna sit at the dock of a bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm sitting on the dock of a bay, wasting time.